Welcome to the Magic Show! Magic Channel! Channel!
Alright kids, and today we have for you a little walk back in time to Transformers Prime, and it is our buddy Knockout, one of our favorite characters from the show. Alrighty, and there's a ton of stuff going on with this figure, so let's get to it.
Okay kids, this guy is Dark Energon, and you can see that his eyes glow.
Yeah, one of the cool things with this is one of the Beast Hunter figures, or the Dark Energon Beast Hunters. Anyway, some of the non-standard deluxe class have a light trick with the eyes to make the eyes light up. And this is one of them. We'll get into that a little bit more during the close-ups part.
So you can see he comes with the battle spear that keeps falling apart.
Uh-oh. So the battle spear is kind of cool. Leah, show them the feature about the battle spear.
You can take it apart for one gun and one sword.
Yes, and we'll get some close-ups of that so you guys can see that. But it's a dual-purpose weapon, which is pretty spectacular.
And then it makes the ultimate weapon, which is the battle spear. As you can see, it has a little plug right here that you can plug right in the back. I gotta show you this. It's not his glowing eyes. It's that these ports can hold this battle spear while he's not battling.
Like he's just walking around, going to like get a milkshake or something?
Mm-hmm. An Energon milkshake.
But yeah, that's a cool feature.
We can take the battle spear and hook it on right here, and then we have a gun on the back of it. You can see that the sword, and as you can see, the little thing about this is it looks like twisted metal.
Yeah, this is actually we had the Beast Hunters version of Knockout, and a lot of the characteristics of that are the same as this one, and we'll get into that more further along in the review. But that he had a claw for Beast Hunters, and if you guys have seen our one of the Broken Toy reviews, I think it was the it's the play review of the first and second Broken Toy collection. You can see where the claw from Knockout Beast Hunters wins the Battle Royale. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, check that out. This particular weapon, though, is closer to what he has in the actual cartoon itself, in the Transformers Prime show.
And the sword, I have to say that he can hold it and he can use it to pry other guys apart.
Whoa.
And as you can see, it looks black. This black particular weapon in a black gun. I have to say about this. Kryptonite on the back of it.
Kryptonite? Okay.
And you can see that the front of it does not have a shooter. So Knockout himself is the one that isn't like the Beast Wars Knockout or something. The regular version of Knockout in the Transformers Prime show is not from Beast Wars. This one, the light AD in this guy, you can move his head articulation. And you can see it has a little helmet horn on here. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's good. But the tires on the back looks like the regular version of Knockout in the Beast Hunters. Regular version of Knockout. And this Decepticon symbol You know why he's all glowy? Is done Dark Energon.
Yeah, the Dark
We did
Energon.
not see the Dark Energon mode in there. It's kind of good, but the X Decepticon soup was awesome, and it's the Dark Energon. We did not see this mode in it. We did not see the mode in the Beast Wars movie.
Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't one of the ones with Dark Energon. In fact, the only ones that had Dark Energon were, let's see, we had Megatron, of course, and Cookies, and we had Starscream had some, and then Skyquake, and then Cliffjumper, of course, too. Some of the various zombies had some as well, but none of the main characters outside of those two.
Above this guy is the one that has these little things right here. And as you can see, we're getting to the transformation. So first, what you want to do is you want to flip and you want to bring these back right here, and that will make the engine for it. And then you take the top like so, and then you take it up and take it down, and that goes down to the bottom of the bottom of the car. It's the back of the head that has the screw. Some of the others part has screws, but here's the front part of the car. But you take the engine like that and look at the front of it. We almost have this part complete. Only just the arms and the legs. So for the arms, you want to take them down here, and that's how you get the tire up. And then you take it onto the spot where you want to put the battle spear, known as the sword and the gun. And then we take it like that. And then we have the side window of it. The side window of the kind of that we want for the Autobots in the Decepticon rollout, for one of those kind of movies that either has one of those or something. But it is kind of really good with this part right here. But the car section, his leg falls off.
Yeah, sometimes the ball joints will be a little loose on this. This particular figure is an older one, so a lot of his joints on him are really, really stiff. So a lot of the toys that Hasbro makes, this one is sort of a special edition. They don't keep making it. They just make it once, and then when the lot of toys is done, then they stop making it.
Okay, so the arms right here, if they stop making this toy, then it's going to be over with Knockout. And some of the times, other Decepticons start rising from the ground, because this guy did not have Energon mode in there. This guy was a particular figure before he got the Dark Energon, because this Energon was particular in the movie of Beast Wars. And that's how they got the dead of the Transformers back to life. And that was just fake, exactly. It was just actors. You already know. Because of this particular mode, it stays in it. Try to close these windows. There we go. There's the part about that. And there's the other part about that. Which this particular mode, if it was made for older people, then older people would have to do this. But there's one Knockout that was for kids. The Legion class part of him that we did not see in any of the stores. So Daddy got, instead of made new ones, maybe he got this one, which is particularly like this.
Yeah, I didn't see them ever make the one-step version of this. And you can see there's, just because this one's a little bit old, it has just a little bit of trouble notching in and putting it together, but you can see the basic idea there. Yeah, it rolls pretty well.
And you can see this pretty sharp particular car of this kind. You can see the wheels are... You can roll on some of these lines like here. Like... There you go. Knockout, he's coming. Out my gas tank! Knockout.
Okay.
That's awesome.
This poor gas tank. Alright guys, so let's take a close look here at this weapon. So this is the this is part of the spear.
Which is the gun.
Yeah, and this part is, so you can see this middle thing is electrified. This is his shock stick battle spear thing. And you can see you can notch it together. It's right in there with the tabs. I'm not sure what the point of breaking it apart is, but you could conceivably use it as a weapon. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Hey, I was...
Okay, before we get to the close-ups, Leo has something he would like to tell you about this car.
So this car is a normal car, which is orange, and this regular car is... The regular car itself is awesome, but you can see these little ports right here, and that's where the sword goes on.
And there you go. So he can shoot from the side and try to disable vehicles or whatever while he's driving around, or I guess he could drive into them if he really wanted to.
But he doesn't have any bumpers.
The mold is a little bit different with the special cars, and there you can just have it behind him, just drag it on the ground. And then you can, sure. That's pretty cool, yeah. You can have different points of articulation. Turn around so they can see that. That's cool. Look at that, he's got it. It's like a big flag.
It's like a big flag on pork chops.
Yes. Alright.
I can show you what happened to Bumblebee. Hey, don't crash!
Now you guys know what happened to Bumblebee. Alright, so there you guys know what happened to Bumblebee, and let's just take a look at this car. You've seen enough of the weapon, we'll do away with that for right now.
This is the red line train.
And you can see...
For downtown.
The red line train for downtown, yes. So you can see what they did with it. There's a highly stylized Decepticon face on the door. The door itself is all this clear translucent plastic that's just fantastic. This purple coloration for the windshield, and then they've got a sort of a skull and crossbones kind of thing on the hood for the Decepticon shield. His headlights are purple, and then more of this in the back. There's no paint on the back, but you know what? I can forgive him on this one because this is an awesome looking car. This is, I don't know if it's my favorite version of Knockout, but it's definitely in the running. So to transform him out of here, we just take this, just move this forward, and that'll break this part. That'll take that. So once you get that apart, then you can just spin these out for his feet. Kind of odd feet, but from there we separate the hood from the rest of the body, and then pull the doors out. And from there we can just move this here. There's his head upside down tucked in there. So we'll break apart these wheels. So these come out. And then we can start pulling this open. Getting his head out of there. I'm going to break this apart first. So push these down. push these parts down, and then move this like so. And there's his head. Yay, the head. And then this part will form his chest. So we just kind of realign it here to get his chest into things. And he sort of has a glowy eyes, but this is the purple plastic, so it's, you can just kind of sort of see it. He's got the classic knockout smirk. And once we have the body from there, you can just pull out his hands out of the fenders, or out of the doors rather. Actually, I guess those are the windows. And like so. And he can hold his spears and whatever else. And you can see there's a bazillion points. Here's his other hand. There's a bazillion points of articulation on this thing. So you can articulate forever and ever and ever. And there he is with the classic knockout figure. You can see he stands. Gotta fold out these feet too. I guess I'm gonna get his pointy boots out. There. Now let's try it. Okay, so that's better. You can see, let's do a comparison shot of him right next to Leo. You can see Leo is way larger than the Deluxe class in robot mode. Okay, so he stands very well. They did an awesome job with this figure, actually. In fact, all the Deluxe class from the Prime were awesome. And you can see there's a bazillion points. So look at all these joints and stuff on here. You can turn this around, flip up his shoulder pads. Just really, yeah, you can do this. You can snap half of it off and drop it.
You forgot to drop it.
Drop it on the floor, or you can fold it up like.
You forgot to drop it. You forgot to drop it.
Right. We got it. Well, I only have to do that until when I'm doing him back into vehicle mode. So.
You don't want it to go pear-shaped.
Yeah. Boop. Okay, there he is. All right. So, yeah. I mean, he did from the back. It's okay. It's okay. Not bad. From the side is pretty good. And from the front is, of course, the classic, now classic anyway, knockout shape. So this guy is awesome. This is one of our favorite figures from Prime. Okay, so to take that, to get him back into vehicle mode,
drop him.
Drop him. I already dropped him. Okay, there we go. All right, so to do him back into vehicle shape, we take the weapon off, and then we play a game of hide the head. And put it back in there. He's hiding it. And then, so this puts the front clip together, and then the sides of the fenders go into there. And from here, the best part to do with this, and you have to be very careful with this, because if you miss any of this stuff, he will not transform correctly. His hands tuck into the windows. And then this part goes into the door itself. So the door, this needs to fit all the way tight against that. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Hand in the window. And get that part in there into the door. Like so. From here, all we do is spin this so that we can slap the tire in there. Same thing on this side.
Like on Goosebumps, Slappy.
Yes. Okay. Just keep. Sometimes these are a little stiff, so you just have to keep working them around. But get that tire in there. Okay. So now we have the front part done, and from here, leave these expanded though. Don't close these back up after you get all of them in there. And from there, you just bring this up and reorient it. Okay, so basically what I did was just kind of put the shoulder pad back on. So this is what you want to see underneath. You want to see these two shoulder pads together. You can see those little joints here are tucked into the doors. Then we just come across, and you can see this part is mostly done. From here, take his legs and put them back on themselves like so. That's got a little joint you can just pull and tuck. And then turn this part. So spin these around so that they can connect. Okay. And then from there, we just kind of do this business. Fold up his legs. That's a trick that they use on actually almost every one of the Deluxe class figures in this series. And then just tuck it in from there. and you can see the numerous tuck points here. This is it's kind of where this this sort of clear acrylic helps things out, because you can see every one of the tuck points very clearly, and snap together like so. And again, this particular one is a little bit, you can see it's a little bit stiff to come together, so I'm just gonna go back there and finish it up, and there you go, back into vehicle mode. And there he is. I would say that this is one that I would leave in car mode myself personally, but you can put it on the shelf. I would buy 2 of them, one to have as a robot and one to have as a car mode. So anyway, as always, there's the review, and we thank you guys for all coming by as usual. Mode. And we would appreciate it if you clicked the thumbs up button and subscribe, and we will see you all next time.
Road Grader.
Road Grader. Road Grader mode. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.